Hey there everyone, welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky. As always, I'm Captain Beefy. This is the Game Vault. We're going to talk about duping today. Not everybody wants to do it, but some people want to do it. Someone asked me about it in the comments on another video, so I said, you know what, I'll show you not only duping, but we'll do a quick video on duping and the things you should do. But in the meantime, I want to show you something real quick before we cue up the music, and that is we're trying to get the everlasting achievement in this game by having 43,200 minutes in an extreme world. And an easy way to do that is to just go to an extreme world, get an exocraft, put the right kind of protection on it. In this case, it's radiation, and go make dinner, go watch a movie, whatever, you know, and just let the game run, and you'll eventually get there. So I still have a little over 20,000 minutes to get. Those aren't real minutes, by the way. Those are in-game minutes. If the counter comes back up, we'll see it. You know, but they go by pretty quick. I think a minute's like a second or something like that. But it's still a lot of time. So I'm going to kind of have this running in between filming when I'm processing stuff, uploading, and all that. So in any case, let's cue up the music, and we'll get right to it. Alright, so I went ahead and switched characters. I got back on my main testing guy, my prime character here with this little Paradise Falls base. I like this base a lot. This is one of my favorite places with the hot tub and everything. But notwithstanding, let's go ahead and look at how we dupe. So first thing you're going to need is you're going to need to be able to build the portable refiner, which you can do from the beginning, and you're going to need multiples of these. So you're going to take one and you're going to lay it down. And this is actually easier if you do it in first person mode, it seems. So we're going to toggle the camera view for this. And let's go ahead and pick it up again real quick. Let's get ourselves set up in a way that you have a nice, easy spot to lay one of those down. You're going to go into the portable refiner and you're going to put something into the input slot. In this case, we're going to use tainted metal. And what we're going to do is stack on top of it as many of these as you want to do. Every time you stack one on top, it's going to duplicate what you put in the hopper. So we put a bunch there, right? Alright, we're not going to look into it or anything, got stuck there. We're going to go ahead and start picking them up with the R3. And look over on the right, you're going to see, look at all that tainted metal we're picking up. We started with, what, 452 or something like that? And now we're holding 3616. We can do it again if you want more. Give ourselves over 7,000 in just a single shot. So the more you have of something, the better. I know it's a pain to build a bunch of these, you know, but if you only have two, you know, you can at least double what you do, put it back in, double it again, double it again, double it again, double it again. Tainted metal is one of the best things, I think, personally, to go ahead and duplicate, because you can go ahead and refine that, and you get 2 for 1 on it. You get nanites. So that 7,000 or so tainted metal I just made, that turns into 14,000 nanites, which is pretty impressive, right? Alright, let's look at some of the other stuff that you might want to consider duping. Okay, so we figured out how to dupe for nanites real easily. And that's, I'm telling you, that's a great way to do it. You just make stacks of that. Go ahead and get as many refiners as you can in a base and just start them processing and just chill out for a little while and relax and make tons and tons of nanites. Portable refiner, we're going to go in, we're going to put in the hopper. This time we're going to put a stasis device in there. $15 million value to it, right? Almost 16 million in units, dollars. So as soon as you get one of these, whether you get one gifted to you at the anomaly or whatever, if you're looking to make tons of money, this is the way to do it. I'm going to go ahead and pick them all up. And, yeah, we got tons of them. Did I pick them up into my inventory, or did they go? Yeah, they all went into the starship. That's my bad. But in any case, look at that. This is what a stack is worth, 156 million units. That's a lot of units. So it's a great way to make money very, very quickly. If you want to get up into your billions and all that, or you're doing something, you need to buy something, you found an S-class freighter that you need to buy, that's the style you want and all that. This is the way to do it, man. Stasis device. If you don't have a stasis device, use whatever. Activated indium's not bad. That's worth some money. Let's go ahead and get onto the freighter and look at the different resources and all that. Activated indium. All right, there you are. Stack of that's worth 1.6 million. Not nearly as much, but it's still, decent money. Regular old chlorine is worth more. And that's easy to make. You can make this right from the get-go, probably from the first system you're in. So that's another good thing to dupe. All you need is a little bit of salt and a little bit of oxygen to make chlorine, and you're good to go. So, that's something to consider. If you don't have tainted metal yet, and you can do runaway mold. Runaway mold is fantastic. You can get that from pretty much all over the place. Anytime you find any residual goop, viscous fluids, or living slime, you can process it in a refiner. The goop turns into the fluids, which turns into the slime, which turns into the mold. It's a several-step process. It's very time-consuming, and it can be kind of aggravating to do it, but for nanites, that's another way to do it. Let's look at some other goodies to go ahead and dupe. As you can see, I've done tons of this stuff here. Absolute tons. Look at all the food. Building parts. Whatever you want. You can dupe the hell out of modules, and that's another thing I recommend doing, because it can be very, very useful to dupe those, especially if you're looking to min-max something and you really want to get the best you can. Go buy one or whatever, dupe it a bunch of times, make yourself a couple dozen of them, and then open them up, take the best one out of it, and dupe that, and I'll show you what we do on that. These are all real high value things. I went ahead and did this a while back just in case they ever get rid of the duping. I have a good selection of these, at least to get another character started or whatever. I would just need a friend to help me get it over to them. But stuff like the exosuit upgrades, cargo bulkhead storage augmentations, salvage frigate modules, salvage data, factory overrides, spawning sacks, and psychonic eggs for the living ship, anomaly detectors, emergency signal scanners, repair kits, salvage glass. Oh yeah, void egg. So it costs what, 32 or 3,800 for a void egg in Quicksilver? It's kind of expensive. I made a bunch of them. I got them. One day I'm going to do a video where I just go locate a bunch of living ships to see all these different living ships, and I'll burn through a bunch of those eggs while doing it. So that's kind of cool. Like I said, anything you want to do, you can do it. I went ahead and got these from an expedition and brought them over to the character from the Utopia expedition. And again, modules. All of it. I get a little, I don't know what the word is, a little OCD sometimes. I want to have a full stack pretty much of every element on my freighter, just as kind of backup. So I go ahead and I fill up one resource box. This is before the dissonant planets and all that, so I don't have everything in there anymore. Not everything fits, but I have crap like this, liquid sun and fragmented quality, which I'll never need. Basalt, I'll never need that. Once you build the stuff that's required for those, you don't need them anymore. But I got them just because that's kind of fun. So like I said, if you're not into duping, then don't. That's up to you, man. If you're a new player and you're just starting off in the game, I highly recommend not duping anything, because it will ruin your experience and cheapen the value of anything you find in the game. You know, I recommend doing it legit and all that. But if you're an old veteran and you've played through several playthroughs and you just made a new character and you just want to have some fun and do some goofy stuff and you want to dupe, you can dupe like that to earn that money and all that. But, you know, even with the new settings they added in, like making things free, duping isn't as important as it used to be, you know, at least for the money and the nanites. I mean, it's still good for, you know, using modules and all that just to save you time. You could literally keep reloading in a space station and buy yourself a couple dozen of the same module if you find a good S-class module. You could farm the same derelict freighter over and over again to get that S-class module at the end and hope you get the right one. Or you can get one of each type and then go dupe it and fill out your freighter and be happy with it, you know? I mean, you know, you end up with a freighter that looks kind of like this. And it's got everything it needs on it, so that's that. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Thanks for stopping by. As always, I'm Captain Beefy. This is the Game Vault. If you haven't done so, please leave a like on the video down below. That's a huge, huge help for me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. I will see you guys next time. Until then, peace.